Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered what lies beyond our solar system? The universe is filled with billions of planets, and some of them are incredibly strange. Today, we are taking a trip to some of the most bizarre worlds ever found. These places make our wildest science fiction stories look completely normal. Welcome back to our channel Cosmic Earth, where we explore the wonders of the cosmos. If you love space and physics, you are in the right place. We are going to count down 5 extreme planets that challenge everything we know about how worlds form. Get ready for a mind-bending journey across the galaxy. Astronomers have discovered thousands of exoplanets over the last few decades. Most of them are gas giants or rocky spheres, not too different from what we see near home. But a few select worlds are so extreme they sound like a cosmic joke. Let's start with a planet where the weather forecast is literally heavy metal. Our first stop is a giant gas world called WASP 76b, located about 640 light-years away. Discovered in 2013, this planet orbits incredibly close to its parent star. It is so close that a single year there lasts less than 2 Earth days. This close proximity creates some truly extreme conditions on the planet. Because it is so close to its star, the planet is tidally locked. This means one side always faces the star, while the other side is permanently in darkness. The day side of this planet reaches temperatures of over 2400 degrees Celsius. That is hot enough to melt and vaporize metal. In 2020, researchers used the Very Large Telescope in Chile to study this crazy atmosphere. They found that the daytime heat actually splits molecules into individual atoms. Iron on the day side literally turns into gas and rises into the air. This vaporized iron is then swept away by incredibly strong winds. These winds blow the iron gas toward the cooler night side of the planet. Here, the temperature drops down to a slightly more peaceful 1500 degrees Celsius. While that still sounds incredibly hot, it is cool enough for iron to condense. The gaseous iron turns back into liquid droplets. As a result, it literally rains liquid iron from the sky on the night side of WASP 76b. Imagine standing there with an umbrella, only to have it melted by molten metal rain. It is a striking example of how different alien weather can be. Now, let's move on to a planet made of something much more valuable. Our second planet is called 55 Cancri E, also known by its official nickname Janssen. Discovered in 2004, this world is located about 40 light-years away from us. It is a super-Earth, meaning it is larger than our home planet, but smaller than Neptune. It orbits its star so closely that its surface is a molten ocean. But the chemistry of this planet is what makes it truly special. Observations suggest that this world has a very high amount of carbon. In contrast, our Earth is mostly made of oxygen, silicon, and iron, with very little carbon. This unique chemical makeup completely changes the planet's internal structure. Because there is so much carbon, the heat and pressure inside do something amazing. Deep beneath the molten crust, the carbon is subjected to immense gravitational forces. Under these conditions, carbon naturally reorganizes its atomic structure. Think of how coal turns into diamond under high pressure on Earth. On 55 Cancri E, this process happens on a planetary scale. Scientists estimate that at least 1/3 of this planet's mass is pure diamond. That is a diamond mass equivalent to about 3 entire Earths. The rest of the planet is made of graphite, silica, and iron. If we could somehow mine this planet, it would crash the global diamond market instantly. But since it is 40 light-years away and covered in lava, that is not happening anytime soon. Still, it is incredible to think of a giant diamond floating in space. For our next planet, we are heading to a world with a beautiful but deadly blue hue. Our third planet is HD 189,733b, discovered in 2005. It is a hot Jupiter located about 63 light-years away in the constellation Vulpecula. To the naked eye, this planet would look like a gorgeous, deep blue marble. It looks very similar to Earth from a distance, but do not let that beautiful blue color fool you. If you stepped onto this planet, you would be ripped apart in seconds. The blue color does not come from oceans of liquid water like on Earth. Instead, it comes from a hazy, silicate-rich atmosphere that scatters blue light. Silicates are basically the main ingredients of glass. Because this planet is extremely hot, those silicates condense into tiny particles of solid glass in the atmosphere. But the glass itself is only half of the problem. The real terror comes from the planet's atmospheric winds. Winds on HD 189,733b can reach speeds of up to 8,700 kilometers per hour. That is about 7 times the speed of sound. For comparison, the strongest winds ever recorded on Earth were just over 400 kilometers per hour. These alien winds blow the glass particles sideways across the planet. So, if you visited, you would be caught in a storm of flying glass shards moving at supersonic speeds. It is a literal meat grinder of a planet. It teaches us that a planet can look incredibly peaceful from afar while being a nightmare up close. Next, we are exploring a world that is the complete opposite of bright and colorful. Our fourth world is TRES-2b, which was discovered by the Kepler Space Telescope in 2011. This planet is located about 750 light-years away from Earth. It is a giant gas world, similar in size to Jupiter, but what makes it unique is how dark it is. TRES-2b is visually the darkest planet ever found in the universe. It reflects less than 1% of the light that hits it. To put that in perspective, it is less reflective than coal or black acrylic paint. If you could see it floating in space, it would look like a black void. Even though it is incredibly dark, the planet is not completely invisible. It orbits very close to its star, heating it up to over 900 degrees Celsius. Because of this extreme heat, the planet actually emits a faint red glow. It looks like a burning hot ember floating in the dark. Scientists are still trying to understand why this planet absorbs so much light. Some think it is because the atmosphere lacks reflective clouds, like those on Jupiter. Others believe there are light-absorbing chemicals in the air, like vaporized sodium or titanium oxide. Whatever the reason, it remains a spooky stellar mystery. Imagine sailing through the deep cosmos and coming across a planet that looks like a giant, glowing coal. It is a reminder of how diverse and unpredictable planetary atmospheres can be. Now, let's look at our final planet, which has a density that seems to make no sense. Our fifth and final world is TOI 3757b, which was discovered in late 2022. This planet is located about 580 light-years away. It is a gas giant slightly larger than Jupiter, but it's incredibly light. In fact, it is the lowest density gas giant ever found orbiting a red dwarf star. The average density of TOI 8757b is incredibly low. It has roughly the same density as a marshmallow. If you could find a bathtub large enough to hold it, this giant planet would actually float on water. This is because its mass is spread out over an enormous volume. This ultra-low density is a major puzzle for astronomers. It orbits a red dwarf star, which is a small, active type of star. Usually, red dwarf stars have strong stellar winds that can strip away a planet's atmosphere. Yet, this giant puffy planet has managed to hold on to its gas. Scientists think there are two main reasons for this marshmallow-like world. First, the planet might have formed with a rocky core that was very slow to gather gas. Second, its orbit is slightly elliptical, meaning it moves closer and further from its star. This tidal heating keeps the planet's atmosphere warm and puffed up. Finding TOI 3757b helps us understand how gas giants can form in harsh environments. It shows that planetary systems are far more diverse than we once thought. It opens up new questions about how atmospheres survive around active stars. The universe is full of surprises around every corner. From iron rain to diamond crusts, these 5 planets show us how wild the universe can be. Our own solar system is actually pretty calm compared to these extreme worlds. Every new discovery reminds us how little we still know about the cosmos. It is a vast, beautiful, and sometimes terrifying place. Thank you for watching this episode of Cosmic Earth. If you enjoyed this journey through the strangest planets, please hit that like button and subscribe for more space content. What kind of cosmic mystery should we cover in our next video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and we will see you next time.